Hey friends, fellow anglers, and lovers of the great outdoors, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the fishing forecast for a very specific day, the 13th of December 2025. This mid-December day promises to be a true tale of two fisheries across our vast United States, with vastly different conditions from north to south. But don't you worry whether you're braving the cold or enjoying milder climes. I've got concrete tips and tricks to make your lines tight. What makes this day special, you ask? Well, it's deep into winter for most, meaning fish behavior is certainly unique. We'll be looking at the cold realities of northern waters versus the surprising warmth of the south, and how the moon, in its waning crescent phase, might just play a subtle trick on our finned friends. Stick around because you're about to learn how to outsmart winter's chill and land some impressive catches. Let's talk tactics for a few of our favorite species. First up, for those in the colder northern freshwater regions like around the Great Lakes, let's focus on walleye and lake trout. These deep water predators are going to be holding in predictable spots to conserve energy. You'll want to target deeper holes, prominent drop-offs, and any significant submerged structures like rock piles or old timber. Why there? Because that's where the water temperature is most stable and baitfish will congregate. My friends, you'll need a slow, meticulous presentation. Think vertical jigging with small spoons, blade baits, or a classic live minnow on a jig. Work it just off the bottom with subtle lifts and pauses. Remember, these fish aren't chasing, they're ambushing, moving to the widely distributed handfish like perch and crappie, which can be found across many states. In the north, they'll likely school up near brush piles, submerged trees, or even under early ice, typically in depths of 10 to 20 feet. However, a little secret, on those rare, sunny winter days, don't be afraid to check shallower flats where the sun can warm the water a degree or two. For perch, small jigs tipped with a grub or a piece of wormwork wonders. For crappie, a tiny jig with a soft plastic tail, or a live minnow suspended under a bobber, is often irresistible. The key is to keep your presentation as slow and natural as possible, and for our friends down in the milder southern coastal regions, get ready for redfish and speckled trout. While it's winter, these species remain quite active. They'll be seeking out warmer water pockets, especially in shallow flats when the sun is high, tidal creeks and deeper estuaries or channels. Focus on areas near structure or where you notice warm water discharges. For tackle, soft plastics like paddle tails or shrimp imitations, retrieved slowly along the bottom, are deadly. Suspending jerkbaits can also be incredibly effective. Give it a twitch, then a long, tempting pause. These fish are still feeding, but they're not expending much energy to do so. Now for the nitty-gritty, the conditions themselves. Weather-wise, the United States in mid-December is a mixed bag. In the northern half, expect typical winter chill with air temperatures ranging from below freezing to just above, perhaps from 20 to 35 degrees Fahrenheit, and a good chance of snow, especially in the central eastern states. Further south, the picture is much milder, with temperatures easily reaching into the 50s, 60s, or even 70s degrees Fahrenheit, and precipitation more likely to be rain. Atmospheric pressure is crucial. A stable or slowly dropping pressure before a mild front can often stimulate feeding, while a sharp drop or a strong high-pressure system after a cold front can make fish lethargic. Water temperatures are definitely on the colder side for most of the country. For instance, reports from the 9th of December 2025 showed Lake Erie near Buffalo at 39 degrees Fahrenheit and Lake Ontario near Rochester at 44 degrees Fahrenheit. In contrast, southern Florida waters might still hover around a balmy 74 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. This cold water significantly slows down fish metabolism, meaning they'll be less aggressive and less inclined to chase. As for the moon phase, on December 13th, 2025, well be under a waning crescent, with illumination between 32 and 38%. Many anglers believe that a waning moon, particularly as it approaches the new moon, can be a transitional period. While not always a hot bite, some say it can trigger brief feeding windows, especially for larger predators. It's a time when fish can be a bit more unpredictable, but often that unpredictability can lead to surprising catches for the patient angler. Overall, the general activity of fish will be characterized by a slower pace. Their metabolism is down, so they're not expending much energy. They'll be concentrated in areas offering stable temperatures, whether that's deep holes in cold lakes or warmer pockets in southern estuaries. Expect them to be less aggressive, striking at easy meals rather than chasing. Considering all these factors, I'd give the overall fishing prognosis for this day a rating of beat, capricious but rewarding. Beat. It won't be a day for blind casting and fast retrieves. Success will come to those who embrace slow, precise presentations, focus on depth and structure, and understand that the fish are conserving energy. The colder temperatures and slower metabolism mean you'll have to work for your bites, but when you find them, they'll often be concentrated. So, my friends, don't let the winter blues get you down. Grab your gear, bundle up and head out there. I wish you all the best. May your lines be tight and your coolers full. If you enjoyed this forecast, please hit that like button, subscribe for more expert tips, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single upload. And tell me in the comments below, what are your favorite winter fishing tactics and what species are you hoping to catch this December? Tight lines, everyone.